Doug here. Got the GT fixed. Oh, you can't see anything, but you can see all the oils in there. I just put some new bolts in on that crankcase, whatever it was called, and works fine, no leaks or anything. The only oil that's coming out was from the slinger, and the oil dripping off the wall. So, but anyways, I got this plow. I went and picked it up yesterday for 115 bucks. It's 42-inch path. It's about 1/8 inch, 3/16 inch steel, completely made. Has 2 ribs, has the skis on it, obviously, and has 3 position. You can see 1, 2, 3 holes. And it came off of an Allis Chalmers or something like that tractor. And the guy said, I guess he blew up the engine in it and had the plow sitting around wanting to get rid of it. And so I went and snagged it. So my plan basically is to get it to mount onto the back here, because obviously I have the snowblower on the front. So obviously it's going to have to be modified. That's the original lift arm, I guess. It had some sort of hydraulic lift or something that's where it hooked into. So I'm probably going to cut that off, you know, right there. There's a support over on the side. Cut those all off. Take this A-frame piece here and flip it over. Because as you can see how the it's tilted out right now. I mean, obviously it's off-centered and stuff like that. But it is further out, and I believe that if I flip it over, it'll rotate better, because it'll be able to go up higher and then down real low yet too, because of the way that rear plate is made on the GT. So, basic plan is to take some of this. This is just some angle iron that I had laying around that I pulled off of a operator at work, and it doesn't seem super sturdy, but all it has to do is hold that thing there, because obviously it's going to be plowing backwards, so it's not really that big of a concern for me. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece out, and I line these up, and they're about to the outsides of each side there. I'm going to cut a piece out there, drill these holes into it so it'll bolt right to there, and probably have little arms come off, probably about 3 inches off each side, obviously with the smooth side, and so it angles like that. That way I can just mount it right to that, and obviously this will be flipped over. And I believe I have a hook somewhere that I can, so that'll be flipped over. I could probably just drill a hole right into here or something, and put that eye bolt there, and that'll obviously help with the lift or whatever. Be a little steep, but should be able to make it work. If not, I might have to put it either on the blade or something, or maybe put a bolt, get a long threaded eye bolt for right there in the middle and pick it up right there. But anyways, I'm going to get my stuff out. Got to dig some of my tools out and get the stuff cut. I'm not going to do a play-by-play, obviously, but I'll just come back in little snippets after I do certain stuff. Right, so I got this little hydraulic attachment piece here cut off. It's actually a 1/4 inch steel, which is pretty crazy. And actually the entire frame pretty much is just 1/4 inch steel for that little A piece there. But it wasn't too hard to cut off. Got it ground down a little bit, and I'll just spray bomb it later once I'm done. So next thing for me to do is to get pieces cut out for that. Now, like I said, I am going to try to get it so that I can just mount it up to those 2 bottom holes down there. So pretty much just gonna have to get a piece of that and measure it off so that it fits in here pretty tight, and get that cut, and then get some other pieces cut and figure out how long I want that, or how far I want that to be off the back end of this, because like I said, it doesn't need to be too long, and as you already seen, it already sits out about 2.5, maybe 3 feet, because of the length of that arm there. So I'm gonna get this shit figured out. Well, as you can see, it's all finished. I kind of just rigged them out here at the end. I realized that the way that I wanted to do it was actually sitting way too high, and it was going to dig in and not really give the good curve that it really needed to actually push the snow effectively. So I actually had a couple of pre-cut pieces, and I just kind of rigged them on there. I mean, it's not real pretty or anything. I welded both the inside and the outside, obviously. It could just be a temporary thing. I got the steel for free, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll just see how it holds up. I got all that stuff cut off, obviously. I have found that eye bolt, and I just welded the nut to the inside of the frame, and I attached my winch to it. And it seems to be working pretty good. So, that's loose, obviously. But there we go, there it is, raised up out of the way. It doesn't really sit much lower than anything else. The actual point here where it attaches is still higher than the actual running gear for the snowblower. I don't know if you can see it because of the focus and whatnot, but the running gear for the snowblower sits really low, so I'm not too worried about it scraping or bouncing off or anything. This will give me a little bit of extra weight. The main concern mainly is just how this cable's riding on this lower roller. These rollers just have nylon, or not even nylon, just cheap plastic bushings on the inside. So if it wears out, whatever, the cable wears out, whatever. If it does, I'll just go and buy some of that nylon, or not nylon, but synthetic rope and new fair lead for it and put it on there. So I plan on doing that anyways. But yeah, as you can see, I used the switch there earlier. You can pull the remote out here, and if it even works, it's been sitting outside for a while. Yeah, it turned on. So, extend. There it is on the ground. It doesn't retract anymore. So apparently I can't pick it up with the remote because, like I said, this thing has been sitting outside for a while. See, the button's turned yellow. It's not making that contact. But it works pretty good. I'm happy with it. It should work pretty good for light snow, because the snowblower has a tendency to dig straight into the gravel and throw shit around when it's not that much snow out. So this will help out a little bit. Plus, if I'm snowblowing close to, say, the barn over there or something, I can't really get in those hard corners, so I could just set this down when I back up and push it out of the way. It works out pretty good. This is pretty heavy, so I might actually think of getting some more steel, something maybe not as thick, and making some sort of wing attachments for it, or simply just getting a bigger and better, thicker, I don't remember what that's called, wear bar, and use this as a dozer blade, because like I said, it is heavy. And I do have enough space there to maybe take and weld some sort of bracket so I can put some sort of weight on it. Whether I get a big solid piece of steel or something, you know, put on there just to weigh it down a little bit. But seeing as how my remote isn't working right, that's fine. But seeing as how that's the case, since I do have the wiring mod on here, I could actually just run some extra leads off here, put something on the dash so I can use that instead of reaching behind me to use that. So, yeah. Turned out pretty good. Not bad for, you know, 115 bucks, you know. I didn't pay anything for the extra steel. I already had the bolts and stuff on hand. I already had the winch and stuff, so, you know, good deal. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for some updates. I do actually have video of this made on the same day that my last video came out. So I just need to get on my ass and edit it, but been too lazy and stuff with a lot of personal stuff that's been going on. So, yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I will talk to everybody later.